On the sidelines of the ongoing Rwanda-Zimbabwe Business Forum in Kigali, CNBC Africa's Derek Muhanji spoke with the CEO of AeTrade Group to explore how trade digitalization is revolutionizing intra-African trade.
The AeTrade is a continental initiative in which a strategic partner with the African Union and the African Continental Free Trade Area. We are hosted by the government of Rwanda to serve the continent on digital trade throughout the continent. And in this digital trade, of course, fully supporting businesses, particularly small business, youth and women throughout the continent, operating it from here, from Rwanda. And what kind of support that is need small business? One, digital trade is a new area in which less than 6 years from now, 95% of global trade is going to be digital. How can we be ready as a continent? And in this country, in Rwanda, that the government has a policy, has been to be basically to be ahead of the game. And those policies are creating enabling environment for small businesses to prepare for this global digital trade. And in that, we do our part in a small way to support the small businesses.
This third session of the Rwanda-Zimbabwe Forum, which kicked off yesterday. What are some of the projects from where you see that you've picked from this forum that you think will be helpful in this journey?
Yeah. This is the starting point, is all about the African Continental Free Trade Area. And I commend the two governments for this initiative. It has been, this is not the first, by the way, it has been already several years that they have been engaging, but year after year they have been improving the engagement with a number of various areas. And RDB has been taking a leadership role in here, and I command the leadership. And what I see from the individual businesses that who has came last year, they already has been interacting and exchanging businesses. It is a very positive sign, and for the business to grow, the previous year they have shown something, and they have been engaging. This time also they have been exchanging and engaging between the two countries. And this is one of the examples of to work on the African Continental Free Trade Area. Boosting intra-Africa trade this is one of the examples to go. And this initiative, this program, it will continue to grow. This is the start, but we see progress.
So when you speak of the African continent of free trade, is one free to say that can Rwanda and the Zimbabwe free community be able to drive this African continent of free trade?
Absolutely, absolutely. You see, leadership matters. And the two countries are looking at this very seriously. And the peoples are exciting and they see the prospectus.
So Rwanda is one of the landlocked country, and of course most of its transportation in terms of trade products or imports and exports, they are done through air and road means. So from where you sit in the trade agreement that you have with the country, how are you trying to navigate to see that you create a path so that we have that linkage of the rail line that can connect at the regional level, which will of course reduce the costs because of the imports and exports of the products that have been going through road and air?
Yeah, well, this is a very important question because this is one of the barriers and the challenges. But saying that, you can also mitigate that challenges. And how? Earlier, as I mentioned to you, is that for small business particularly, we support on competitiveness.
Yes.
And the landlord and the logistics could be one of the barriers. However, if you increase your productivity and efficiency, that per day or per hour your production is improved, And then you can be very competitiveness. For example, that if one countries are with the port and with the logistics, they produce 6 items per day. And then because of the logistic challenges for you to be competitive, you need to be able to produce 7 or 8 items per day. So that cost differentiate that you could be overcome to it from your efficiency of your deliverable and your productivities. So those can be addressed. In one part, you can be able to mitigate the cost differentiates of the logistics that you will be facing. On the other hand, of course, between the two countries, also building the infrastructure that is required. And if we demonstrate the demand grow, such as within these two countries trade demonstrates, and those are documented and attract various investors for the logistics and fulfillment that can be able to emerge in. So in 2 ways you can be able to mitigate and address.
What are some of the expectations do you expect from this forum that kicked off your study?
Well, trades are real and it is happening. A number of individuals and businessmen and women that I talk to, that they are very much optimistic. Some of them, they are engaging and working on the partnership that is required between the two countries. And what is expected is growth.
Climate change is becoming an issue in the region here, and global warming, which of course we saw South Sudan locking down its schools because of the too much heat that is coming. Uganda is on the road as well to take some precautions to see that everything is in position. This affects trade, of course, along the journey, because there are some products that cannot survive under too much heat. How prepared, or what suggestions do you have that can help smoothen this?
Well, climate change is a global issue where everyone needs to concern about. We may see in different countries that is unexpected climate change is being witnessed. And it does not mean that particular country is the one who is damaging for that. It is a global challenge. And it needs to be looked at seriously, and every country effort must be here. A number of initiatives has been taking place already to mitigate climate change. And all the countries around the world need to follow suit as such.